Why do colorblind policies perpetuate systemic racism? Imagine walking into a room and being told everyone is treated the same, but the room is filled with obstacles that only some see. That's what happens with colorblind policies. They claim to treat everyone equally, but they ignore the real barriers faced by many racial groups. These policies assume that if we ignore race, discrimination will disappear. But in reality, ignoring race means ignoring the history and ongoing struggles that create unequal outcomes. When policymakers say they do not see race, they also refuse to see the inequalities built into housing, education, criminal justice, and jobs. This denial allows unfair advantages for some and disadvantages for others to stay in place. It's like pretending the uneven playing field is level when it's actually tilted. These policies came after the civil rights movement, aiming to avoid uncomfortable conversations about race. But avoiding those talks means ignoring the root causes of inequality. Colorblind policies often use two main tricks. One is denying racial differences by saying everyone is the same. The other is claiming racism no longer exists because laws are supposed to treat everyone equally. But this isn't true. For example, in schools, these policies stop efforts to fix the school-to-prison pipeline, where students of color are disciplined more harshly than white students for similar behavior. They also ignore how schools in poorer areas get less funding because of lower property taxes, which worsens inequality. In policing, policies that sound race-neutral, like stop and frisk, have been shown to unfairly target people of color. Even if the language says they are about safety, they often lead to racial profiling and disparities. From a liberal point of view, this approach misses the point of true equality. Real fairness means recognizing that some groups face more hurdles and need different support. Colorblind policies deny that race still influences how people are treated today. They overlook the fact that racism is still happening in many forms. They ignore how systems like housing, health care, and criminal justice are built in ways that favor white people. This means white privilege exists, giving advantages based just on skin color. When policies pretend race doesn't matter, they protect the current system that keeps inequalities in place. The health impacts are serious too. Discrimination in housing, lending, and environmental issues cause real health differences for Black people, Indigenous people, and other people of color. Colorblind policies avoid addressing these problems because they refuse to see race as a factor. To really fight racism, policies need to go beyond treating everyone the same. They must acknowledge that starting points are different and that laws that seem fair on paper can still produce unfair results. True equality involves fixing the barriers that keep some groups from having the same chances. When policies ignore race, they let inequalities continue while claiming moral superiority. Instead, we need to recognize race's role in shaping experiences and work actively to change the systems that keep disparities alive.